Welcome back to the Pen and Podcast. This is episode 8. We are almost at episode 10. But anyhow, welcome. And as always, I got my co-host with me, the bike lifter, Schmetty.
The bike lifter. I don't lift bikes. The fuck?
Yeah, you
do. Yeah, I guess you'd lift fucking bikes.
You're a bike and a lifter. Yeah. You're a bike lifter.
Okay. Just call me shit. All right, cool.
You see that guy's name? Teabag? That's the guy's name.
In the stream.
Video watchers, you're watching Downhill Domination. One of the fucking writers' name is fucking Teabag. Anyway, we are welcoming back from last episode, Chef Eshaan. What's up, Eshaan? How you doing today, bro?
I am doing great, fantastic. Yeah.
Awesome. Eddie, how we doing today?
What do you want? I'm doing really good. Let's see. I'm gonna give the same spiel that I always give. So today I woke up, I went to work, I came home, I ate some nuts, and now I'm on the pod.
Oh,
welcome to my life. That's my Sunday. Every Sunday.
Sunday.
But the week's been good. I been doing school. It's going well. My injury's almost completely gone, so I'm lifting real well. My powerlifting competition roster for December is set, and my name is on it. So that's fun. I've been doing the powerlifting club.
Is it?
What else?
Is it in Colorado? Or are you talking about the one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That one's December 18th. Doing the club stuff. What else? Yeah, that's my life lately. It's been fun. Been doing well.
All right. All fucking right, man. Eshaan, what's been going on? What'd you do this past week?
Oof, this past week just been doing a lot of job paperwork.
Oh, that's right.
Yup.
When do you start?
Playing my guitar a little bit. The 10th. So next Monday.
My
this one.
Yeah, my girlfriend starts her new job tomorrow.
Oh, same with mine.
Yeah.
That's fun.
What did I tell you guys that she was doing, like, as like for a job title? Because I'm pretty sure I've been telling everybody the wrong thing.
I have no idea. I don't think you've ever told me anything.
So I was telling people that she's a caseworker, and it's not true. She's a eligibility interviewer for the Department of Economic Security.
Okay, so she must do. Does she determine if people are eligible for economic aid?
Is that
like
what
she does,
like food stamps and stuff.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, that's cool. That's a good job. It's a good purposeful job. Good thing.
That's that tomorrow. It's good.
Nice.
Yeah. Anything else going on, Eshaan, this past week besides work stuff?
Oh, I beat Breath of the Wild.
Oh, you beat it? Holy shit.
Yeah.
All right. You're ready for that new one.
Yes. Ready for Tears of the Kingdom, definitely. I was thinking about getting the DLC for that game and replaying it on Master Mode, but that's money, so I'm good.
That is money, unfortunately.
Right.
That's good. I think you beat a game, man. How many games have you guys beat this year? Can you even name some?
I can say I've beaten Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, Elden Ring. I beat Elden Ring twice, which is a huge flex apparently.
I'll count that as
I know
3.
people. Yeah. All right.
Honestly.
Elden Ring twice. Tiny Tina's. What else have I played? That's it. Those are my 2 games this year.
2 games.
Yeah.
I gotta think back. So I think the first game I beat for this year, I think it was Tales of Arise. And I actually platinumed it. It took me 60 hours.
Nice.
Let's see what else. Ratchet and Clank, PS5, the new one, Rift Apart. Beat that. Beat Persona 4 Golden.
Yep.
Fuck. What else have I beat, man? Fuck. I'm looking at my games right now. No, not that. I think I beat Final Fantasy VII Remake last year, so no, I don't think that counts either.
Okay.
Oh, the Fractured Butthole, I believe I beat this year. South Park.
Yeah.
That was,
Hell yeah.
dude. That game is fucking hilarious. I love that game.
Yeah, dude. That's
But
great.
I've been
I
playing a lot
watched.
of. Wait, did I let you finish? What were you
Yeah,
saying?
no.
My bad.
I loved watching the playthroughs of those two, the South Park games. I watched those when they came out. They were really funny. I like those.
So then you know the ending of the Fractured Butthole. It's Mitch Connor the whole time.
Yeah,
Great game. Great fucking game. Oh
top
my
tier.
god. Okay. Anything else?
That's it. That's all I know of.
No. Oh, like anything else you're doing this week?
Oh, this
Been doing?
week?
Yeah. Anything else that's happening?
Let's see. Well, me and Eli and Hallie have been hanging out every once in a while. We do that like once a week. That's been fun. We went to this place called it's the Edgewater Public Market. It's like in Denver, and we like got food and like looked at the little like the little shops and shit inside of it. So that was fun.
Okay.
What else? I think that's it. Yeah.
All right. It's still not a bad week, right? Pretty
No,
good.
it's been pretty good.
Pretty
Yeah.
good. All right. Yeah. For me, it's been a little bit of a stressful week. So it's fall break over here for the elementary schools. So at my job, they've been getting out 2 days earlier since Tuesday through Friday. They've been getting out like two hours earlier. So I've been getting there 2 hours. Yeah, so.
Right.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's been at work more, pretty much. But yeah, been playing God of War 2018 because Loki want to play some rag. Dude, that game's actually really fun.
Great time.
Yeah, dude, Kratos. Oh my god, badass. Badass that guy is.
He's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, dude.
He's got some nuts on him, bro.
Oh yeah. I don't think it's really a spoiler, Eshaan, but I got to the part where Atreus starts to being a dick, low-key.
Oh, what, in Ragnarok?
No, in God of War 2018.
Oh, I've beaten that game.
Oh yeah,
I
I
can't
know.
spoil anything for me in that.
I'm talking about the audience though.
Oh, okay.
Audience
Yeah, the
spoilers.
audience are 3 people, Eshaan. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on, man, please.
What, me, you, and Eddie? Just kidding.
Yes.
Don't spoil it for the audience. It's important.
Yeah, so you know the part where like he starts becoming like a dick.
Oh yeah, he starts being a bratty kid.
Yeah, do you think that's like a spoiler if I like mention like why he starts acting like a dick?
Bro, the game came out in 2018.
Yeah.
I am an advocate for no major spoilers. You know why? Red Dead 2 spoiled for me. You know why? KOTOR 1 spoiled for me.
Oh man.
Okay, fair enough. I mean, I don't think it's a spoiler,
hold it back.
Really.
I mean,
hold it back.
Hold it back. It's not really. Yeah. It's not really
be respectful, just in case.
Okay.
Someone might stumble upon this and like really fuck their shit up, you know.
Okay, it's very true. So, yeah, I think I'm at where am I at? I think I'm about to go to Jotunheim. That's where I'm at, Eshaan.
And is that the?
We have to get the black rune to from the chisel. I already got those 2 things. We got to go to Jotunheim to go up to the peak.
Oh.
Yeah, that's where I am.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, so have you not even met Mimir yet?
No, I met Mimir. He's cool. I like Mimir.
Mimir is dope.
It's dope.
I'm excited to see how his character develops in the next game.
All right, that's what I've been playing. I actually just got back from like the premium outlets here in Phoenix. Like I don't think I took you, Eddie. The Phoenix premium outlets. It's like I should have. It's like only 10 minutes away. I don't know why we went to fucking Chandler Mall. Did we go to Chandler Mall?
I think so.
Okay, yeah, dude. Those outlet stores. I mean, pretty good. I got
Oh yeah,
I got some Skechers actually.
nice.
They're but they're the Arch Fit Skechers. So like, I have like really flat feet.
Yeah.
And I tried them on and I was like, yo, instant
Yo,
buy, man. Oh,
instant
I'm
goat.
actually excited.
That's
I'm
great.
actually excited to see how like if my back's gonna hurt after working all day and stuff, because it's supposed to be for like
Right.
generally just wearing your feet. They were $90.
Wow. Yeah.
Ah,
Some of those
insane.
like fancy like art shoes can get pretty expensive. That's true.
We'll see how those go. What else?
Yeah.
I also got. I was in the market for like another fanny pack. You know the one I took to the ghost town.
Yes.
Yeah, that one. I like that fanny pack, but the straps, I don't wear it like a fanny pack should be worn, and I
Right.
wear it across my chest like pretty much like I would say like 80% of people nowadays. And so I found
Right.
another one from Adidas, and it's it's more pockets, a little bit bigger, nicer
Okay.
quality.
That's
Got
good.
that, and then I don't think I got anything else. I got another backpack
It's the
actually.
haul. The pen and pant haul.
I got another backpack.
That's funny.
A Merrill backpack.
Heard of that. Is it like special or is it just a backpack?
It's I would say it's like it's a small like I would say day trip backpack. It's just
Okay.
what I've been looking for because all I have
Right.
is like big ones like you use for school or anything. Just one of the small ones.
Yeah. I gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's cool.
Yeah. So that
Well, yeah.
to round off our introductions, we'll start with Eshaan. What has been your experience with Doom as a franchise? Since we're let me just hold on. I forgot to even introduce the audience to the actual episode. So this is a special episode of Doom
Straight
Eternal.
question.
Doom Eternal, and we're gonna go through our experiences with Doom, the first-person shooter, video game franchise. So, welcome everybody. This is not a typical news week.
Yeah. We're probably gonna mostly talk about the 2016 onwards iterations just because we were like 8 years old when Doom 3 came out. So yeah. And then any other Doom before that, we were like infants. So, or infants are not even alive yet. So we're just gonna go for the Zoomer Dooms,
The
not
Zoomer
the
Dooms.
yeah, not the Gen X Dooms or the Millennial Dooms, I guess. Yeah.
That when I pre-ordered Doom Eternal, actually, we got Doom 64 with it, and I suck.
Yep.
I suck at that Doom. I probably suck at the other Dooms too, dude.
It's super hard. Yeah.
Anyway, Eshaan, what is your experience with Doom 2016 and or Doom Eternal?
Doom 2016 was my original game that I kind of got into Doom from, and I fucking absolutely loved that game to death. I think I played it like 3 times, and then Doom Eternal, it was like counting down the days basically for that game to come out. I want to say I've beaten that one about 3 times as well. So I love both of them. I think the multiplayer in both of them are okay. It was mostly the single player in them that is what I came for.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
Yeah.
All right, Eddie, what is your experience with Doom?
So I have, well, for one, I have a lot of background in the history of first-person shooters, and I understand the value that Doom brought to the world in terms of like what a shooter could be, and even what a game could be at a certain degree. So understanding what the original Doom from, I think, what is it, 1993 or 94 did.
Early 90s, yeah.
Yeah. Understanding what that game did for the industry, I really feel that while 2016 Doom didn't project that same level of influence, I still think it was like as important in terms of like what will keep the shooter genre moving forward. So yeah, I come from a place of like a lot of research and knowledge about the series and about first person shooters as a whole. And then 2016 was like my first introduction into the series as like a player rather than someone who just researched it. And it's a game that brought like everything I love out of games that I'm more picky about. And that first thing I always like to talk about is like just how like captivating and energetic and it's just like it captures the fun factor to a degree that very few games have ever captured for me. And same goes with Eternal. But yeah, 2016 was my introduction to that as a player.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Hell yeah. I remember playing my first Doom was Doom 2016. And our friend Eshaan and I's friend Caden at the time, I was game sharing with him and he had bought it. And he was really excited for it. And so I was like, well, I didn't pay for it, so I might as well give it a try. And dude, oh my gosh, it was so addicting. Like it just starts you like straight off. Like you get up, you start shooting shit. It's just so quick. Like one of the best intros like any game.
Yeah.
Oh man. And yeah, like we've before that been a Call of Duty nerd pretty much. That's like the only FPS I played probably before that. Like some like Resistance on like the PS3 or whatever. But
yeah, Call of Duty and Halo.
pretty much that was my experience before Doom. But after Doom, oh my god, it was a nice fresh pacing.
Yeah.
Then Doom Eternal came out. I remember like pre-ordering that like with Eshaan. Like not like physically with him, but I was like, dude, yeah, we gotta get this. This is looking fucking sick as fuck.
Yeah, and you still haven't finished it.
Yep, I'm just gonna prerequisite to the audience. I have not beaten Doom Eternal. I have beaten Doom 2016, but not Doom Eternal, because I just didn't play it, and every time I did play it, I got frustrated and I would quit after like 20 minutes. But it was still fun. I just got mad. I gotta take a break, and I find something else to do.
Yeah,
I still want to beat it. I still do want to beat it. It's a really good game.
To be fair, I still have to beat the DLCs. I haven't beaten the DLCs in that game.
Yeah, at
I don't
least
think I have either.
At least you beat the main game. That's important.
Yeah. Right.
But let's move on to like the general stuff about Doom Eternal. So it's a first person shooter. People who don't know, you take the first person perspective with a gun and you go around shooting demons in hell.
Yeah.
It released
actually on Mars, not in hell.
Oh wait, what's on Mars?
Doom's 2016 is, and then Doom Eternal is in hell and on Earth and on Mars.
Oh hell yeah, that's true.
And in heaven.
And in heaven, that's also true. Yeah.
Damn.
You kind of go everywhere.
And it released March 2020, which right smack dab at the start of COVID-19.
Yes, sir.
It was a good pandemic game. It released
perfectly timed.
Yeah, it's the same day as Animal Crossing New Horizons.
Yeah.
Which those two games completely opposite genre, so they shouldn't have impacted sales at all.
That's funny. That's like a polarization of like personality. There's like the people that play Animal Crossing like really calm and like nice, and then there's fucking Doom, which is like super intense. But I feel like the crossover audience is actually massive.
Yeah. People who double dip into both of those is like a huge audience.
Exactly.
I mean, don't you play Animal Crossing, Zach?
I started to play Animal Crossing, but honestly, I just don't think like I didn't really pay that much for it. I paid $10 for it because GameStop had a pricing error, so I don't really feel burned on that. and then I sold it and sold it higher for what I paid for it.
Nice.
So yeah,
Hell yeah.
I was like, I'm not gonna play Animal Crossing. Let's be real here. I gotta sign in every day. I gotta put it in this. If I want to play a different game, I gotta take out the Switch cartridge. Yeah, I mean, I'll change out the cartridges, but I'm not like so much that like I'm doing it every day because I just gotta log in to
Right.
Animal Crossing. So that's what you have to do pretty much. It's like it's the whole gameplay loop. Log in every day, getting your vegetables or whatever. I'd rather play like Stardew Valley, honestly, rather than Animal
Right.
Crossing. But yeah, it's a direct sequel. Doom Eternal is to Doom 2016, and it's the 5th mainline game in the franchise, which not really hard to follow. It goes Doom 1, it goes Doom 2, Doom 3, then Doom 2016, then Doom Eternal. There is definitely mainline. There's other spin-off games like Doom 64, and I think that's like, was there any other ones? Like Doom VR.
Yeah. There's oh shit. I think that's the main set, yeah.
Just don't get how you can make Doom a VR game. I feel like I'd get dizzy.
Yeah,
They made Skyrim a VR game. Anything's possible.
that's true.
But Skyrim
You
is
can
like
really
a lot
send it.
slower paced.
Yeah, that's also true.
Not if you're one of those
Nothing to get
giants.
Skyrim, but
Yeah. It released initially on PS4, Xbox One, PC, and it actually came to the fucking Switch in December of that year. The Nintendo Switch.
the biggest downgrade.
Get that money, man.
Yes.
I mean, why
Hell
not?
yeah.
And they actually
Send
fit
it.
on like a cartridge, like a 32 gigabyte cartridge. Can you believe that? They got it to fit.
That one I don't understand because the performance is so important for these games, like them running well.
Yeah.
So I don't know how it ran on the Switch, but if it didn't run as well as it did on console, I don't know how much it would be enjoyable, you know. So
it received updates for the PS5 and Series X. Next, I think it was like 2021. Yeah, that's when it received it. It comes with a single player campaign, which is the main selling point, and it has a multiplayer mode called Battle Mode, where there's two demons, 2 players are demons, and 1 player is the Demon Slayer, the Doom Slayer. Eshaan and I played the hell out of that when it first came out. Like that was actually fun playing that.
It was a lot of fun.
That was
a lot of
the multiplayer of Doom 2016.
Oh yeah, it was
right.
big up. It was like we went on like a 20 like win streak or something. It was insane.
We
Man.
did.
We were kicking people's asses. It was fun.
Hell yeah.
I just remembered something. I actually bought this game twice because my Xbox broke when the game came out for like a month. So I bought it on PS4.
Dude, that's how much you like it. I mean, honestly, you got to
And
double
then
dip
I
because
bought
you're
it
just missing.
again. Yeah. Because I was like, I need to experience this on the next gen console.
That's funny.
You bought it for PS4
yeah.
initially, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
I just
yeah, that's right. And
I
then
was so excited for this game. I completely forgot about that.
and then it would go on to release 2 campaign DLCs, The Ancient Gods Part 1 and 2. October of that release year 2020 and March 2021 respectively.
I played the first DLC about halfway through, and I can easily say it was harder than the main game. And I was playing a nightmare for a lot of it, so I don't know.
That was the
There's
second
just
hardest,
a lot
right?
of dying. Yeah, because technically it's the hardest. It's just Ultra Nightmare. If you die, you start at the very beginning of the game again. So I just didn't feel like doing that.
That's not a difficulty. That's just a challenge. That's a challenge mode.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's insane. But what was I gonna say? I remember when I pre-ordered this game, I got the special edition. It came like the codes for when the DLC came out and stuff. And I remember getting a little Doom Eternal little mini lunchbox, a little metal one.
Well, that's fun.
I
That's
collected
cool.
dust for so long, and I think I sold it. I don't have it anymore.
Bruh.
Yeah, I don't have it anymore.
And take work lunch with you in the Doom lunchbox.
Yeah, 3 candy bars.
Hell yeah.
But let's move on to the meat and potatoes of this podcast. What do you guys think of Doom Eternal's gameplay? How does it feel to play Doom Eternal?
Right, I'll begin because it feel good.
Feel real good.
Feel good. So let me describe my experience with this game in a progressive manner. So when I first started, um, it felt the same as 2016 because I beat 2016 and then I went to Doom Eternal literally like the day after because I didn't beat 2016 until this game came out. So um, I beat 2016 and then I moved to Doom Eternal. And the difference between the two is there's a couple, just like one or two, maybe three, like more game mechanics in it. And it really like I was like not having it at first. I was like, bro, this is way too like the for example for the audience. So there's like a flamethrower mechanic, right? Where if you light the enemy on fire before you finish them, you get like what is it, ammo or is it shields? It's shields, right?
Shield. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's shield. So like this one flamethrower mechanic, I was like, oh my god, how am I gonna organize all this stuff in my head when this game is already this challenging and moves this quickly? So at first I was not about it. I was like, oh my god, this is way too complicated. But I came back, I gave it a second chance, and I realized that yes, they make it more complicated, but they also the extra mechanics in Doom Eternal and just the gameplay itself feels even more smooth than 2016 because like is the movement the same? Yeah. Is the gunplay the same? Relatively, yeah. But with the addition of the extra mechanics, it really just like it just feels like a really well working machine when your brain is just like engaging with this product. It's amazing. Like it just feels like all the little gears and the cogs are just moving at perfect efficiency. Everything's oiled up and just working. It feels so good. It's like satisfying to the brain. It like scratches the itch.
Mm-hmm.
That's my yeah.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah. Eshaan, how does it feel for you to play Doom Eternal?
I mean, everything Eddie just said, but honestly, like a couple of extra things. I don't think I could personally go back and play Doom 2016 now and
I
have
could
that
not.
same level of enjoyment because of being spoiled by all the extra things that they put into Doom Eternal. Plus, like, it's just like, I mean, what Eddie said, but also the more you get into it, the more you realize you can like combo different weapons together because of this quick swap thing. And it's
Yep.
like you can quickly switch between like the laser. I don't remember the names of the guns, sadly,
Yeah.
but like that one laser, like especially with the what were the name of those things? Those the like the main enemy that had the shield and the stupid dog. Do y'all remember the name of it?
Shield and a
Oh
dog.
Jesus.
It had the
No, I
axe
don't.
and the dog, and
Oh,
like
the
you could actually
axe.
Yeah.
Oh,
shoot it when it
that
was
guy.
green.
The like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
he was a Doom Slayer before, like that guy.
And you basically to like kill him, you had to like actually think. Like you couldn't just be like swapping weapons and shooting stuff. You had to actually like it made you think, even
Yeah,
though you
right.
were going so fast. That was like one of
Yep.
my favorite parts about it.
Yeah. Completely agree.
Mm-hmm. It was addicting. Like I remember like time just like not existing because I was constantly just engaged, moving all
Right.
the time. Like when those action sequences start and the music, the god tier music in this game starts, and then you're just moving around. Like you cannot walk. You have to like keep moving. You can't just stay still. You're gonna die. At least on Nightmare, like you have to keep moving, which is what I play. I refuse to play on another difficulty because I like even for God of War, like I said, I'm playing it on easy because it's like a cinematic game, and I'm just more experience with like first person shooters. So I'm playing this on the hardest difficulty I can. It's rewarding, honestly. Doom Eternal is just rewarding to play. Like Eshaan said, I cannot go back to 2016.
Yep.
There's too many mechanics that were added that are like, it's just a quality of life. It's just a quality of life upgrade.
Yeah.
And
I'm actually re-downloading the game right now.
I was going to put it in and just like so I could write some stuff down so we have some names of the weapons and like the different upgrades, like RPG elements they have, but like it was like 3:50, it was too late, and we recorded at 4 my time. But Doom Eternal, like even though I get super pissed off at that game, I will keep going back and trying over and over again. I am insane playing this game. It's the level of insanity. Like, except actually, it's not true. I definitely will. What is that one insanity quote that the Far Cry 3 villain says?
Oh, damn it! Oh,
the definition of insanity. Like,
yeah,
doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results.
Yeah. Well, that's like a famous quote.
Yeah,
that's not just Boss that said it, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But
it Boss's delivery.
Yeah, the delivery is what makes it memorable. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's I guess in some way that it is insane to me to keep playing Doom Eternal even though I keep getting pissed off and coming back to it.
Exactly.
The gameplay loop is so addicting. Everything that happens
so good.
Be a craft. It's crafted amazing.
Hell yeah.
So that kind of answers the next question I have put down here. How is the movement better or worse than its predecessor? Absolutely better. Like they made it. They improved on the engine. Yeah. The movement, they added 2 mechanics and like changes how you move in the game. There's a grapple hook where you can and like there's like yellow bars everywhere, very conveniently placed. Or you can just swing and stuff like you're fucking Spider-Man. And then there's the double jumping and dashing, which I guess 3.
Yep. Yeah, the dashing for me was the big one.
No, they didn't have that in 2016, did they?
No,
they didn't. Yeah, it was just running and jumping. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Shit! Yeah, no.
For me, the dashing was what changed everything for me because I love rapid lateral movement in gaming because that's like it's less of like a dodge roll and it's more just like it makes like directional movement like it makes it feel better because you can make a change if you make a mistake. Yeah. So like if you're in the air and you're like, oh god, I'm literally like gravity is pulling me the wrong way because I jumped the wrong way, but you just dash out of it. Like that's awesome. And just to add a little bit of extra speed via just a little dash, like and just a short burst is like really fun. I like that.
Mm-hmm. Eshaan, what do you think?
About the movement, I think it's more freeing. Like that's actually the main reason I can't really go back to 2016 now that I'm fully remembering everything. It's just like in 2016 you can only run and jump like what Eddie said, but like in this one it's just like like the 360-degree space around you is basically where you can move in compared to just like forward, backwards, left and right. And I think it made it so that like they made it like the monsters themselves and everything around you everything was so much faster. Like you really had to be on your toes with this game. And if you it gave you a chance to fix things, but on Nightmare if you dashed in the wrong direction, the next thing you know you'd be like a pile of guts.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, it's just faster because there's more stuff you can do and I guess that's why I was able to like finish Doom 2016 without frustration as much because it's compared to it's slower. It's slower paced, even though
definitely.
But you're only like jumping and there's no sprinting, so you're just kind of like walk.
Well, the default
running.
pace is sprint.
Yeah,
like you're fucking moving, like you're flying through that shit. Like there's no like slow
And then Doom
Waltzing
Eternal,
movement.
dude. You're jumping,
Yeah.
you're dashing. You get you can upgrade it to like a double dash, right?
Yeah.
Yep,
Mhm.
double dashing. Oh my god, it's the
It's a
rapid
great time.
lateral movement. Like they played Advanced Warfare, and like we played Black Ops 3 a lot. That's why I kind of like that one too. But like I know Advanced Warfare, they really looked at that for Doom Eternal. Is like, we need to have that.
Yeah,
That shit
right.
is what we need.
Yeah. It felt very similar.
All right. Anything else on the movement? Anything else you want to
Nah,
say about it? We can move on.
You can
not
move
for
on.
me.
So the guns. How do the guns feel compared to, to 2016? The same, or is it better? How is it better?
Um, I think I really don't think the guns feel different, to be honest. Um, that's not me saying they're bad. They just feel the same.
Mm-hmm.
Like they didn't really change much. Yeah. Like the upgrade system with the weapons is cool, but like it really didn't change. And that's fine. Like I'm glad it didn't change because it's good. It's good the way it is. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
That's
I
good.
think personally, I think the guns didn't change, but they changed the reasons for using them, in my opinion. Because in 2016, like once you got the Doom shotgun, you really didn't need to use like anything else
Right.
except but in this game it was like certain enemies like you had to really use the plasma rifle, otherwise it was just like if you used a shotgun on them you wouldn't really damage them, or in some other cases like you'd have to use the rocket launcher, or like you'd have to use the grenade launcher attachment to the regular shotgun, and it really made you cycle through all of them instead of just like being like, oh, these are my favorite two. Like it made, again, it made you think which weapon you had to use in each situation. But yeah, the
Right.
weapons in terms of like how they were used, they kept kind of like, not how they were, how they operated, they kept it basically the same, because it's like what Eddie said, why would they fix something that's not broken?
Yeah, exactly.
The guns do feel the same, and there's not much to change on that front besides how they like work with the new environment and the new movement mechanics now, like because
Mhm.
there was an alternate ability with the weapons in 2016, Doom 2016, right? You could press like
I think they just did
LT.
one thing.
Yeah, there's like one alternate ability, like you press LT and then it's alternate fire mode with like each gun.
Yeah, this
But
one it allowed you to choose between two different ones every time, though,
yep,
if I
two
remember
different ones,
correctly.
and then they have different upgrade paths and what they can do.
Hmm.
So that's awesome. But yeah, guns relatively they all feel the same, which is not a bad thing. Like Eddie said, why fix what's not broken? Honestly,
Right.
which is what Call of Duty needs to learn sometimes. Honestly,
Yeah. Take some advice
take
with
some
that one
fucking
for
notes,
sure.
man.
Yeah.
Jesus. But are all the guns worth using in in Doom Eternal?
Yes. Yeah.
Yes,
Nothing feels
100%.
underpowered. Yeah. Everything has a small use. Like some, like obviously personal preference comes into it, but like everything has somewhat of a like a purpose, or you know something important that it needs to fulfill. And I think even in the personal preference realm, if you really don't like using a gun, you don't have to. Like it's not like there's certain enemies that you can only use one type of gun to kill, but like it might make it easier to kill that type of enemy. But
Yeah.
um, yeah, everything is like essentially like you know personal. You can use what you want. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
John, what about you? Are all the guns worth using?
Um, yeah, I mean, like what Eddie said, you'll sometimes have a preference, but no gun is bad objectively. I don't think, from what I can remember of the guns in that game, because there's so many but I don't think that there was anything that was not worth using. I remember there were some attachments that I didn't really care for, like the basic shotgun. I mean, the grenade launcher was awesome, but then the other one was like just a fully auto version of it. And I just felt like that was kind of stupid and made me run out of ammo really fast. So I never really used that.
Yep.
And there were a couple or the sniper attachment for the assault rifle. I mean, it was a very pick and choose type of thing because I used to just be very gung ho in how I'd handle every situation.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, yeah, I wouldn't say any gun is objectively bad. I'd say some of the attachments were a little lackluster sometimes.
Yeah. Is the pistol in Doom Eternal? Did they put the pistol in the game?
Mm-hmm.
I feel
I
like,
don't think it had any attachments though.
yeah, I feel like if anything, it's like you just don't use that gun. But like that's like the last resort kind of thing. Because
Yeah.
I would switch through like in the ammo is like a big thing in this game because I feel like they give you less ammo in this game because there's just more things you can do with the environment and the mechanics that you can kill enemies faster or more efficiently than just using your ammo.
Right.
And I remember constantly just switching guns because like, oh my god, I'm gonna keep running out of fucking ammo. 'Cause I suck at shooting.
Yeah.
That was, I mean, in Nightmare, they force you to use basically all of your ammo.
Yeah, that's
Like,
that's why. And you use every gun in Nightmare on that difficulty.
Yeah, you have to. Yeah.
You can't just rely on one. It's insane. I remember like
maybe for the first couple levels, but
yeah, like first couple levels, and then they like here's a shield enemy that you can't. Every time you try to shoot him, he's to put up his shield. You have to use a plasma gun to kill this guy.
Right.
That guy's so annoying. I hate that enemy.
Yeah.
Zach has a vendetta.
Yeah.
I have a lot
the
of
one
vendettas.
like the picky enemies that you like have to use an item for is like, oh god damn it. Like, and especially if you don't have ammo for that specific weapon at that moment, you're like, oh my god, kill me.
You start running around trying to find like someone to chainsaw.
Yeah.
Please don't kill me in the meantime.
Yep.
Seriously.
But yeah. Anything else we want to mention about the guns? I mean, like we like the ultimate alternate fire modes. I feel like we can talk about that in like the RPG kind of elements and the upgrades thing.
What about the BFG and the Unmaker though? The two super weapons.
The two super weapons. Are they worth using? Absolutely. I would have to use some of those sometimes. Just on like basic levels. Like, god damn.
Yeah,
damn,
I think
those
the
enemies,
BFG
man.
was useful. I think the Unmaker, it was flashy, but it was not anywhere near as useful as the BFG.
That was the sword, right?
Yeah.
No, so the
No?
Unmaker, it was a special gun that you got if you remember those keys that you could get in certain levels by doing those rift challenges or whatever.
I did not. Yeah, I did not.
Oh, okay. Well, if you get all 6 keys and then you unlock the Unmaker, it's like an assault rifle version of the BFG.
Oh my god.
But I just felt like it wasn't as powerful. Like, yeah, it ripped through enemies, but like I had to actually aim instead of just shooting a giant plasma ball into the sky and everything near it died.
Yeah. Slightly more challenging. Yeah.
Yeah.
Slightly less
like
OP.
a good reward. It didn't seem like a good reward for all the work I put in to get it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah,
that's understandable.
Fair point. Glad you brought that up,
I
actually.
like this next thing you put on double hump and dashing.
I thought I put jump.
The double hump.
But
Lovely.
yeah,
the most OP move.
We so good.
we briefed
So OP,
over it,
bro.
but what do you think?
Yeah.
Good edition, negative edition. What do you think?
The best edition.
Definitely top tier edition. Yeah. Top tier edition.
Do you think if any game in like their sequel adds like a grapple or like a double jump dash, it's just instantly better?
Yeah, well, kinda. I think making games movement mechanics more fast or snappy is always a plus, in my opinion. So
No,
yes,
I definitely agree. Like, adding
yeah,
a grapple hook just like changes stuff. Like in Halo, dude, that makes Halo Infinite like a good like a fun game. It's fun.
right.
It's just not a lot of content in it, which we can. That's just another thing to talk about. Forge is almost coming out for that though.
God damn it, dude! It's been so long. It's sad that it still hasn't.
Yeah. Side note: will you guys just jump back into Halo if when they add Forge?
Oh,
No.
Dude,
my
custom
enthusiasm
maps.
for that series is so dead, dude. They just like fucked. Like Halo Infinite's fun to play multiplayer like sometimes, but like any
I
more
just
than
deleted
sometimes,
Halo
I'm just
again.
like, ugh.
I deleted
Yeah.
Halo to make room just now, funnily enough.
It was related after
Tragedy.
all.
Oh God, that's funny. Wow.
I mean, I think adding a grapple hook these days in games has kind of become like a last ditch effort for some
Everyone does it.
franchises.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's like, oh man, what can we add to this game to make people play it again? Oh yeah, you
What can
can
we make our
grapple hook.
how
It's
can we
not
make our
making
shitty
people.
game playable? Add the grapple hook.
They did that in the
It's
new
not.
Horizon game, didn't they?
Oh my god.
Tragedy,
Pretty sure
dude.
they did. And they added like
So sad.
the Zelda Breath of the Wild like gliding mechanic where you can like just glide down with like just pop a thing open. Which they ripped that
Oh,
from
funny.
Assassin's Creed 2. You can just do that in the air.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Thanks, Ubisoft.
Yep. Yep. You guys are great.
Yeah, I don't know. I think adding anything that makes you faster is great, but I don't think it long term adds to the longevity of your game if it isn't
Yeah.
implemented right.
That's true. It doesn't make it it makes it better, but it won't make a bad game a good game.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of looking for. Like if I picked any game and you just added a double jump
Like if
feature,
you
a
took
double dash
COD,
feature.
like you saw in COD, it made it worse objectively.
Sure, they can. Well, you can definitely fuck a game. You can fuck one up if you do it wrong. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. I think the problem with Infinite Warfare is that it's just the same as Black Ops 3. It's just like the double jumping, whereas like Advanced Warfare, you had the dashing, which was different.
Yeah.
But a lot of people objectively hated Advanced Warfare compared to.
True.
Objectively, yes.
I actually liked it. Unpopular
Yeah.
opinion. But
Maybe I could go back to it. Maybe I'll like it again. But as it stands,
I don't think
I
I'm
like
ever
it.
going back to that game.
No, I don't think I'll ever play that game again on the rest of my life.
Oh, maybe the campaign. Campaign was good, right?
Maybe.
No, the campaign.
Maybe definitely not.
Okay, never mind.
But this is
Okay.
not an episode about Advanced Warfare.
Yeah.
True.
Good
Okay,
God.
okay. All right. Let's talk about the enemies now.
Oh,
Do you like the enemies and how they react to you, aka demons?
Yes. I think the AI is built in a way that it's it's stupid enough to be able to like take advantage of them, but like they're smart enough to like make you hate them. That's my take on that. So like the AI is like you can figure them out eventually to a point where you can like figure out how to like fuck with them and like you know create fun kills and stuff like that just because you understand how they work. And you can like set up creative ways of beating scenarios just because you understand the AI. So the AI is dumb enough in that rate, which is the way you want it to be dumb, and then it's smart enough in the way that not just certain enemies, but all the enemies are capable of being annoying and difficult to fuck with. So like even like the most basic dudes are like they'll die in one or two shots, but like they're just smart enough and just annoying enough that they can really like fuck with you. So yeah,
They're definitely fucking
it's a
annoying, man.
balance. Yeah, it's a balance of like threat, but also like something you can like figure out and like destroy, you know?
Yeah,
So, yeah.
100%. John?
Um, I thought the enemy AI was way smarter than they've been in the older game. I know I keep comparing, but it's just like this game was just literally their way of being like, that game that was awesome. We decided to make it way better than it was
I mean,
before.
we have to. It's a direct sequel. I mean, how could we not like use it as a
Mhm.
comparison?
I think some of the enemies, especially in nightmare mode when you were fighting them, it felt like you were fighting another person sometimes. Like the Marauder, finally remembered its name.
Oh God,
Um,
yeah,
that thing, like you, it could counter you basically. It just knew it was like, oh, okay, he's gonna move over there. Well, I'm just gonna put my shield up right now when he shoots, or like some other bullshit like that. Or like the Archvile, Baron of Hell, Cyber Demon, all of those like big boss type
God,
demons that
yeah,
eventually became normal demons, which was like the hardest part about that game is like you'd have something that was a boss in one section, and then all of a sudden you saw three of them standing there like in the next level, and you're like, what am I supposed to do about this
yeah.
situation? And you're stuck for like an hour because you're on nightmare and all of them one hit you, so you're like, okay, I just need to play this perfect. There were a lot of moments with the enemies where I felt like I had to be perfect to get
Mm-hmm.
through to the next level.
Dude, for sure. Like you couldn't make even one mistake. Like it would fuck you if you didn't, you know? Yeah.
They really spent their time programming, developing this AI to be the most human-like,
It's
enemies.
very unforgiving.
Very if you play a nightmare, very unforgiving. You need to like can't can't stop. You always move. Always move.
You have to.
I don't know about you guys, but I pretty much like 90% of the time when they're blinking, I always go in and like just fucking rip them to shreds. So just one, it's just badass, but two, like it just gives you like items and like health
A
back
second.
sometimes. It gives
Those
you a second to
animations on
breathe.
Nightmare. Yeah, those animations on Nightmare are your second to breathe.
Oh my god, dude. But do I like the enemies? The enemies, yeah. I think like the enemy variety, it's I think they're relatively the same from 2016, but they've added new stuff like the cyber demons. They're different. There's definitely I know in like 2016 there's like maybe like 10 different demons. I want to say, right? Is that right?
No idea. It's not
I'm
it's not
looking at
many.
the
It's not like a lot. It's definitely
Yeah, they've reused, but Doom Eternal, the same demon now is a cyber demon. The same demon was a previous Doom guy, and now he's trying to fucking kill you. That's cool.
yep.
They upgraded. Like that robots means like upgrades, people upgrades.
Oh, I've completely. There's the Doom Hunter. Y'all remember your first encounter with him? The guy on the
No,
cart.
but- oh
Fuck
yeah.
that.
No, I think honestly I'd have to disagree with you in that sense, Zach. I think there is like triple the amount of demons in this game compared to 2016.
Oh, seriously. Well, yeah. There's that worm one that like slithers on the ground like a snake. I remember that one distinctly. And I didn't even beat the game, so you're probably right. I don't even know if there's any more
Oh
demons.
yeah, you haven't run into half of the ones I just talked about. Never mind.
I feel like yeah.
Oh,
Because you haven't even seen the whole roster that they have in heaven
oh
and stuff
God.
Yeah.
like that.
That's where shit gets real, bro. Oh god.
Shit.
Heaven is fucking hard.
Shit, man. Fuck. All right. Well, I'm definitely gonna be have to. I want to replay it, depending on how what I'm
I'm
doing
about
right
to
now.
replay it.
I'm about to replay it right now.
It's at
Let's see.
40%.
Let's fucking go. But next question: are the demons? I mean, we kind of answered this already. More engaging
Yeah.
this time around. More engaging.
Engaging. I think intellectually engaging, yeah, because you have to. There's certain mechanics that some of them have where you can't just like throw yourself at them. You have to like you have to like outbrain them sometimes. You know,
Galaxy
like
brain.
what I said earlier about the AI, like smart enough but also stupid enough. And in this case, it's like that's the smart part where you have to like kind of you have to outbrain them, and that makes them more engaging. It makes you more engaged with the game because you're trying to like break the break the AI to like beat them. You know?
Yeah, because I mean, in 2016, a lot of it was just kind of you were thinking more about how you could dodge bullets rather than the enemies. Is the best way I could put it.
Right.
Absolutely, that's true. I mean, you had to like just move at the right time in Doom 2016, but Doom Eternal, you gotta dash at the right time. You gotta jump at the same time, and also dodging their fucking bullets and them like coming at you.
And at the
Exactly.
same time, you have to figure out the best way to take them down because sometimes, you know, one gun isn't going to do the job for a certain enemy where it's going to be amazing against another one, where that really wasn't a thing in 2016. Like one gun could be the solution to everything in that game.
Honestly, yeah.
Right.
But so, did you everybody here play a Nightmare? Doom Eternal?
Yes.
Yes.
And did you all play Nightmare in 2016?
No.
Yes.
You said no.
Actually, I think I beat half of 2016 on Nightmare, and then I stopped because I got bored.
I think I remember you like stopping.
Because I beat Eternal. I beat Doom. I'm just gonna call it Doom 1 because I hate saying 2016 over and over again. I beat Doom 1 on the one below Nightmare. Not the easiest, but not the
Okay.
hardest. And then I went to Eternal and beat it on Nightmare. And then I went back to Doom 1 to beat it on the higher difficulty. And then at that point, I was just so burned out on it, I just didn't want to play it anymore. So I stopped.
Okay. So, do you guys think it's easier, harder compared to difficulties on Nightmare? That we
Definitely
played on?
harder.
Yeah, 100%
Yeah.
harder.
Eternal is way harder just because the enemies are smarter, and then the axe guy is fucking crazy. Like fighting. I just remember the first time that I fought the two axe guys at the same time. I was like,
Oh God.
fucked up. Like, dude, that shit was so hard. Like, and then like the other thing too is basically like fucking what do I say? Like Jesus, I lost my train of thought because I was focusing so hard on how challenging that was. Yeah, so like okay, the two axe guys, it was like hard as fuck, but you know, just like in 2016, over time it got easier. Just by like kind of figuring out the mental side. So like the first time you fight the two axe guys, it's like holy shit. And then like towards the end of the game, you fight two axe guys and it just feels normal. You're just like, oh, it's one of these. Like I know how to deal with this. Like it's still hard, but like you just kind of figure it out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know.
No,
That's
definitely is
yeah.
harder because there's more mechanics in play now. Like we keep saying, there's more you have to think about, and more the enemies are thinking about too when they wrote the AI. Because like, oh, he's gonna dash. Well, I'm just gonna do this. Oh, he's gonna double jump. Oh, well, I can do this now. Instead of, oh, he moves left. I guess I have to move another direction.
Yeah. Sure.
And there's like like we can just go right into like the RPG elements inside of this. Like was the grenade a new thing in this game, or
The grenade launcher was.
or like the grenade itself was?
No. So, I mean, in 2016, you had two options of a grenade. You either had you had to like select and chuck the grenade type thing, like in a regular FPS, I don't even remember if I'm correct with that, or there was the shotgun which shot out the grenade like usual.
I
Yeah,
think I
yeah, yeah,
opted
yeah,
for
yeah.
the
I think
the
it was
latter.
yeah,
Whereas like in Eternal, like the grenade launcher is literally a part of your suit, and it was just like a click and it would happen type thing.
right.
Yeah. Like I'm looking at the two
Okay.
UIs right now, like on that link I put on the document. You guys see that?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think there is a grenade, if I can see that. Yeah, there is a
Like I remember
grenade.
there being some version of a grenade in 2016.
Yeah, but the more mechanics like the freezing or the using the flamethrower, there was
Flamethrower was I hated it, but then I loved it. Like
and how you can
yeah.
upgrade your suit, to do different things.
Right.
Like, for example, let me look at the upgrades right here. There was the suit. There's the Sentinel crystals you can get, and now it can change the loot magnet and the fire, and what else? Yeah, like cooldown and stuff. And then there's the runes, the runes. So this is, for example, the combat shotgun in Eternal is either a sticky bomb and a full auto, and based on what you use, the enemy's going to react to that. So there's more. It's more webbed. It's like a web. There's more to it. Sticky.
Right.
That makes sense.
Yeah. It's like more in depth.
This link that you sent, whoever wrote this does not like Eternal.
Are you serious?
Yeah, they're like, I liked how simple Doom 2016 was. I
Oh,
really
fuck you.
didn't like how they expanded and made it so over the top in Doom Eternal.
Okay, so he's doing the thing that I was doing right when I started. I was like, "Oh, this is too complicated. Fuck this shit." It was like on some boomer shit, bro. God damn. That's like my boomer brain coming out early.
He was like,
Jesus.
everything was made more epic. You're flying castles, all these bombastic talks, and now it's too much.
Oh Lord. All
Well,
right. Yeah.
yeah, there
He
is
he's
was
submitted to the boomer brain, bro.
man. There's actually there's a journalist who do you remember this? There's a journalist who played Doom Eternal, and like he played like an early like review of it, and like the audience found out. I'm trying to remember like the Doom Eternal controversy that I wear, because there's a music, there's the
Couldn't he
soundtrack
not
on.
get out of a certain jump situation? Like it was kind of like Cuphead tutorial
yeah,
guy.
it's the same
Where
guy.
he just
It's
fell
the same guy who
down.
couldn't beat the Cuphead tutorial.
Yeah, he just
Jesus
like
Christ.
fell.
That's
He
embarrassing.
fell
Oh
and he
God.
couldn't like get up or something. So he
Oh,
was like, "This game's
is that
stupid. It's so bad." Oh
fuck
Yeah.
my
this
god.
shit? Oh, that's like some quantum TV shit, bro. God damn.
I'm
Oh,
gonna.
You
dude,
can't get past
don't
the
get
intro,
Zach
so you just
destroyed
fucking
with the
shit on it.
quantum TV now.
Oh yeah, dude, we're gonna get sued for
What'd you
talking
do?
shit about quantum
Zach.
TV.
What did you
Hey,
do?
any publicity's good publicity, right?
Exactly. Yeah, dude, we should turn into like a drama podcast and like try to like roast people until we get attention for it.
Yeah.
And then we can go back to what we did. Oh, so the guy's name was Dean Takahashi.
Okay.
Doom Eternal. Dean Takahashi. Yeah, let's see this. Finished Doom Eternal. Oh god, what was it, man?
Great question, mate.
I think like he didn't beat it or something, or like he did his review and they're like, dude, I don't think you beat the game, because like you mentioned stuff and there's still more stuff to do, I think. God, I don't remember.
Mm.
But anyway, yeah, moving on. Like, also they had the runes where you could pick 3 out of like the 9. Like this one right here: survive 1 death blow and briefly slow down time, giving you a chance to recover. It's like different stuff like that is why like the AI was so hard, because there's more stuff going
Yeah,
on that they think about.
exactly.
God, let me get out of this. All right. the music. So there was some music controversy involved.
They fired the main guy halfway through.
Yeah, Mick Gordon. So I pulled up the article. So PC
Yeah,
Gamer.
the OG composer. Yeah.
So Doom Eternal's official soundtrack wasn't mixed by its composer, and you can tell. Doom Eternal is quite looker.
The music was sadly a downgrade between 2016 and Eternal, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. Yeah, because dude, I used to, when I first started going to the gym I go to now, so like last fall, so like a year ago, I used to listen to the Doom 2016 soundtrack at the gym because it's thick. Like
it's fucking. Spotify made a video game playlist. Like it was like made for you, and I listened to it when I was doing your workout. I was like, dude, it was pretty much Doom 2016. The main tracks, the main games that it was from was Doom 2016. I think one from Doom Eternal, and then surprisingly, Metal Gear Rising: Vengeance. That has a sick soundtrack. If you look that up during the gym, dude, it goes hard. Hard as fuck.
Hard.
Let me emphasize. It goes hard.
I think the worst part about that controversy, though, was because he literally got fired because he didn't complete it in time, because he wasn't satisfied with like what he had made for the game, so he wanted more time to make it, and they were just like, "No, we have to get this product out there, so we're gonna finish the soundtrack without you." And then
sound like some corporate shit.
It was completely that. And then he was just like, yeah, well, since they didn't let me do this, I'm never coming back to work on another one of their games. And it's just like, well, you guys just lost a great composer for your next game.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, and this guy also did both the modern Wolfenstein games music too.
Yep. Which makes sense because they're made by the same people.
Same publisher, Bethesda.
Yep.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure
they're made by the same company too. Id Software.
Oh shit, you're right. No, right? I thought Machine Games did.
Yeah.
Well, no, you are right. You are right. Yeah.
Same software. I mean, same publisher.
Yeah. So like people found this out because they compared the original BFG Division song from Doom 26, Doom 1, and the BFG 2020 remix on the Eternal soundtrack. And it's like, this tweet right here says, notice how the wavelengths in BFG 2020 form a nearly perfect straight bar versus the original with more definition. I mean, Eshaan, oh god damn, I clicked on a fucking ad.
What?
I'm gonna post this under the music section. So like, I know you're a music buff, so like you can tell me like why this is significant.
Oh god.
What photo are we looking for in this article?
It's the first tweet one from like Doominal Crossing. Technically got a direct, whatever that guy's name.
Notice how the wavelengths. Well, what's his criticism? Oh, okay. I have input on that. I can tell you, Eshaan. You can
go ahead.
I think we'll agree. Oh, okay. Well, okay. So essentially, what he's calling out here. So in the world of music production and audio processing, you'll hear some people talk about it's called compression, and basically compression is going to reduce the range at which the audio is picked up and given to the listener. So compression will reduce the loudest sounds and also reduce the quietest sounds, so you're only hearing like the middle range, if you understand what I mean. So compression is a very useful tool, but when it's overdone, like it is very commonly done in a lot of modern pop production, modern rock production contexts, it makes everything sound really flat, tinny, commercial, just very like Walmart, like store brand. Makes everything like it gets rid of all those highly nuanced sounds at the top range and at the bottom range, and it makes everything kind of sound all jumbled together, samey, gross. And in this photo here that we're looking at for audio listeners, we're looking at two audio tracks, one from the BFG song from 2016, and we have definitely a very low amount of compression, just because the loudest and the quietest sounds are displayed very well. And then in 2020, we have a lot of compression where the top end of all the audio is cut off, so you're only hearing that middle range. So the original version probably sounds a lot sharper, more fun, more interesting, where the new one probably sounds really flat, disengaged.
Which kind of reflected, honestly, in the game. Like,
yeah,
it's funny when you're playing the game, like the first half, it's basically like mostly what Mick Gordon made, and then like as you get further in, it just starts sounding really like
weird,
flat video gamey.
yeah,
Is the best way I can say it.
Yeah,
Instead
flat,
of being like a heavy
disengaging.
metal game anymore, it's just like someone took a synthesizer and was just like, yes.
Yeah, let's fucking do so yeah, it's gonna basically in terms of like what they did here is it's really just like they took out some of the spice for people who aren't really versed in the audio music stuff. It's probably just lacking some spice, even though it's the exact same track. The way it's processed and edited, it's probably going to sound like really flat, unseasoned, kind of boring.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that was disappointing.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't really notice that when I was playing, but because the new music itself is just kick ass. But if I were to listen to it in the gym, people would notice like, hey, this kind of sucks.
No, I think Go ahead.
Oh, I was saying I used to like you do. I used to listen to the 2016 soundtrack. Like every track itself, like seemed like it stood out in its own way. And it like if it wasn't for this like the game itself, like I think it could have been a great metal album. I could not say the same for Doom Eternal.
Yeah.
I think the only time I listen to that track is when I'm playing the game, and even then, like I've heard comments from some people where they were like, "Yeah, I kind of just turned off the music and listened to my own music when it was Doom Eternal," and I was like, "Oh no,
damn, that's disappointing, man."
Yeah, I think to the average listener, someone who isn't musically trained, from like a listening standpoint or from a playing standpoint, I think you probably wouldn't notice the edited versions of the tracks to sound any different at all, like to notice that compression. You might notice it a little bit. It might sound a little more flat, but yeah, so like going from an original to an edited version, I don't think the average person would really notice it. The real issue with the music in this game is that when they dropped the original composer, what they came up with what they came up afterwards is just that was a mess, you know.
Less an inferior,
very
product.
like retro arcade platformy, like you know, like dorky little synth lines, and like, you know, it sounded interesting and cool, but like it might have been something that would have sounded really cool like maybe 20 years ago.
Yeah.
But at this point, like that sort of like sci-fi soundscape, it really isn't impressive, and they didn't make it very interesting at all.
It was very clear that they went from having a master composer to just like this team of people who were being rushed.
Yeah, definitely. Just like a probably rather than having a head composer and an audio team, it was probably just the audio team. They just like, or they elected a member or like maybe a manager of that team. And then so it just it sounds like groupthink, hive mind, just like, oh, what sounds like music that would go here. Everyone throws in, oh, I think this, I think this, I think this, and then it all just kind of devaluates into like old school, like retro sci-fi game music. Obviously a little more developed than that, but basically that.
Okay. Yeah. It might seem like ripping on the game for, you know, its music, but like it's an important part of Doom because like
it's very, very important.
It undertones everything in the game. If it's you have
Yep.
fast-paced action and doesn't sound good, like when you're fucking killing shit. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not gonna be as good.
Well, it's so important because in the first one they made it like so important.
Yeah.
I think like an unpopular opinion for me, I think if 2016 didn't have the music it had, I don't think we would really care that much about the music in this game.
Yep.
It was because it was just like I remember in 2016 it was like an evolving soundtrack type of thing, like what you were saying. Like
Yes.
no matter what you were doing, like if it was a simple part, like it would be more simple music. But then the moment things ramped up, like it would seamlessly go into a ramped up type of thing to really make you feel like what you were doing. And it just didn't have that same effect in this one, to the same degree at least.
Yeah. So that was disappointing. Yeah, they apparently I think they didn't really like officially announce that he left. They just kind of like swept it under the rug, kind of thing. From what I gathered, is that right?
Sounds like corporate.
Does sound like corporate. Well,
Wait, so
I wonder what Mick Gordon is working on now. He's not with Bethesda anymore. Mick Gordon.
wonder. He's definitely sought after.
New project. What is he doing?
Might be doing like film stuff. That's my only guess.
Let's see. News. I don't know. Yeah. I'm gonna go back and look at this other stuff then, because I noticed, like, actually I didn't notice. I'm not gonna lie. I was playing the game and I was like, I don't know. I wasn't really. It was still kick ass, but like, I can't.
Oh, he's doing the
say.
music for the upcoming game Atomic Heart.
Oh, that's cool. Thank you for looking that up. Atomic Heart looks dope. It's like a Fallout kind of atmosphere. But that's gonna be cool.
Looks like Fallout and Doom had a baby.
Right.
Fuck yeah. All right. Well,
I think that
overall,
covers pretty much everything.
Yeah, I think we besides like the DLC, which only Eshaan has played the first part of. Can't really talk too much about, but I guess the base game itself is amazing. Can we all agree on that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely.
100%.
We all need to give a rating out of 10 like we did for the Borderlands episode.
Okay. Do you want to go each section and or just give it an overall rating?
Let's go by section and then overall.
Okay.
So like here, I'll come up with sections. So we'll like do gameplay, graphics and performance. Let's see, soundtrack. What else? Story.
Oh yeah, the
There's not much story.
Yeah, I we didn't even talk about that, but I mean,
yeah, that's true. There's
it's not really
audience. It's not really worth to talk about it. To be honest, there's not much. That's not why you play this game. You don't play it for the story.
You don't play it for the story.
Yeah.
Even then, the story was all right. It was at least there's something.
It wasn't a bad story for what the game's main focuses were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least there's something.
So gameplay, graphics and performance, soundtrack, story. Can you think of anything else?
I think that covers it all.
Guns? Nah.
No,
that's in gameplay. Yeah.
I think that's basically it right there.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, we could say art style. That'd be the last thing.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So out of those 5, I wrote them in the document if you want to look at them. But
okay, good.
I'll do mine first. So gameplay, absolute 10. It plays really well. It's smooth. It's fast. The guns are satisfying. The enemies are fun to beat, and they're fun when they beat you. So yeah. Next, something I'm always hyper picky on is graphics and performance. Not so much graphics, but performance. If I'm running at like below like 30 frames and it's like I want to fucking rip my eyes out, I hate it. But this game runs at 60 frames, sometimes even higher on console, literally every fucking second that you play it. So 10, boom. Yeah. In terms of graphics, it's really crisp. Even the 2016 version, really crisp. Colors are vibrant. Soundtrack for Doom Eternal, I'm going to give a 5. because half of it is really good and the other half is really bad. So that's about as easy as I can get. Story, fucking like 3. Like it's just there to give you a reason for doing things, and there's really nothing interesting about it. It's just like really basic and kind of boring. So 3. Art style, probably like a 9. Yeah. No, I'll give it a 10. Yeah, because it's like, yeah, the colors are vibrant, the levels are designed well. The demons they look gross, they look scary. The guns are well designed, the reload animations are cool. Yeah. So I think overall as a game, I'm gonna give it probably a 9. Yeah.
Okay.
9 is my answer.
All right. We'll have
Yeah.
Eshaan go next.
Gameplay 10. I'm not going to go super in depth because Eddie kind of covered everything. I just graphics and performance. Also a 10. I never noticed any moment where I don't think I had a single moment in that game where frame rate ever popped up.
Oh yeah.
From like finish. Graphics I thought looked phenomenal, even on the older consoles. Like when I played it on my PS4 compared to my Series S, like it wasn't like a night and day difference. Like it just looked good. Like there was no issues there. Soundtrack, I'm gonna give it a 7 because
Right.
I mean it does have some of Mick Gordon stuff in it. And while they went and finished it not the best, it still had an evolving soundtrack type of feel to it. Not to
That's true.
level, but I mean, I think part of that, me being like it's not to the same level is because 2016 just perfect with it, and they had issues with this one. But anyways, story, without the DLCs, I agree with 3.
Yeah.
Apparently the DLCs had good story, but I don't know what that story is, so I'm not gonna say. Art style, also a 10. For the same reasons Eddie put down, I would have to give this game probably like a 9.5 on.
Awesome.
All right. Gameplay for me, 10. Absolute banger. Everything about it just screams keep playing. And to me, like, I can't want to keep playing that game. I mean, the gameplay loop is like amazing. So yeah, 10. Amazing. Graphics, performance, like they said, I first played on the 1X, and I'm replaying on the Series X. I'm pretty sure it's still 60 frames, or like, was it 60 frames on the Xbox One and PS4, or is it?
When I played on the
Played on the
PS4,
Xbox
it was
One.
60.
Okay, yeah. Then yeah, everything.
But I have a PS4 Pro, so I don't know if that changes things.
Eddie played on the Xbox One, right?
No, I played on the Series X. I didn't play on the Xbox One.
That was okay. Well then, at least for the Series X and the 1X,
No.
it was 60 frames. What?
Because
I played
the
it on
Series
the 1.
X wasn't out, and when this game came out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely played it on the 1.
Just a base one?
Yeah, like a 2013 like Christmas Xbox One, and it ran 60 frames. So yeah, never mind.
Impressive, man. Yeah, so 10.
So yeah, that brings my performance score to an 11. Fuck yeah.
Oh, let's fucking go, man.
Dealing with
that's
some old ass hardware, and they still ran that well. Like, that's impressive.
It is impressive. Soundtrack, I'm gonna go with a 7 also.
All right.
I can't say I noticed too much of it, but there were some parts I don't even know. It just like in the back of my mind, like it underscored what I was doing good, but I just remember it wasn't as good as 2016. Let's say that. Story, you guys are hating on this story. I don't think it's that bad. I'm gonna give it a nice 7. The story, like I followed it through like Eternal for how much I got, but like and it's not that bad. I'm gonna give it a 7. I liked it. Not great, I liked it. Art style, 10. Immediate, immaculate, everything. It just looks nice. Fucking demons. Fucking going in to finish one of the demons, their fucking eye pops out. Oh my god, dude. Fucking amazing. The level
Or just
design and
like,
everything. Oh my
oof.
god. Art style. Just looks. Mwah. Overall, I'll give it a 9.5 as well.
All right.
Banger, man. Absolute banger.
Hell yeah. So official average is what? Hold on. This will be the official Pen and Podcast rating of Doom Eternal. Is 9.33 is our rating.
Woo!
Woo!
Fucking go, bro. All right.
Yeah, I think that's pretty fair. It's not the greatest game of all time, but it's pretty damn close.
Mm-hmm. It's definitely a top tier elite,
Yeah.
upper echelon kind of game.
Yep, absolutely.
But yep, that concludes the episode. You guys have any finishing thoughts?
Yeah, if you're someone who enjoys a first-person shooter, I highly recommend it. I think every FPS fan should play it. Do I think it's an introductory shooter? No, but I think it's it's something that every shooter fan should have in their memories for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's me. Those are my closing thoughts. Yeah.
Eshaan?
I'm along the same lines, except actually, I do think it could be an introductory shooter because they have difficulty changing system where it's like,
Yeah.
they have that super easy mode that I've actually had one of my college friends who didn't really play any games play that mode, and they actually had a lot of fun with it, and they don't play shooters. So
there you go.
I think you can use it as. I don't think you get the most out of the game though if you're an introduction. Like if I'd say go play COD and Halo first, and then come play this, so you get a better experience. But it's just me being snobby.
Well, the only thing I think of is if this was your first shooter, every other shooter after it would suck.
Have to.
That's true, dude.
Gotta save it. Gotta play all the other ones first and be like, oh my god, how could it get better than this? And then it does.
And then you play the holy grail of shooters.
Yeah.
Oh,
like
yeah.
I cannot imagine if this was my first shooter, I'd be like, everything else is fucking awful. Like what?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's funny.
Yeah. Pretty much the same thing. I highly recommend this. And yeah, I'm gonna say like play some other. If you've never played a first-person shooter, Doom Eternal is gonna be. It's throwing way too much at you.
That's what I was thinking. It's
just like
too
how
much.
If you've never played like an RPG and you drove into like The Witcher 3, you're gonna like explode mentally because like, oh my gosh, there's so many mechanics. Or even like a Japanese RPG, like, oh my god, imagine like never playing an MMORPG and then diving straight into like Final Fantasy 14 or World of Warcraft.
Insane. Oh god.
Yeah.
Fucking crazy. Yeah, dude, that's why I'm glad we had Destiny as our first like MMO. Like it's the most like white bread digestible MMO ever.
Actually, for me it was Wizard 101.
Oh yeah. Oh my
actually,
god.
no, actually, it was RuneScape.
Holy shit.
I fucking love RuneScape.
100%.
What a legend.
What was yours, Eshaan? You say RuneScape?
No, Wizard 101. If we're talking
RPG.
If we're talking RPG, it was Final Fantasy though. I dove into the deep end.
Damn. Legend.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure my first RPG was like Dragon Quest 9 on the DS.
Oh, dude, that game was so much fun.
Oh yeah. I forgot cheats like towards the end. I was just fucking up everything. I think I still beat it. I actually don't remember any of it. I remember some parts of that game. That was fun. That was a fun game.
Hell yeah.
No, wait. Yeah. Are we gonna call Pokemon an RPG?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, then it was Pokemon for me, JK.
Yeah.
I do
I'm
have
trying
to
to think.
head out now, bro.
Yeah. So
So,
we're gonna finish up. Eshaan, where can we find you?
you can find me at Eshaan Dutta on Instagram. Yeah.
Gotta
Okay.
spell it, man.
Got it. Oh God. ESHAAN_DUTTA.
There you go.
Find my music there and all the links to my music there.
There you go.
Yeah.
Mr.
yeah.
Schmetty, where can we find you, good sir?
You can find me one of two places, because I don't give out my personal Instagram. You can find me at CU Denver Powerlifting for if you're interested in my my team shenanigans at Colorado University of Colorado. We all live together, and we are all competing at the Colorado State Championships in February. Woohoo! So we'll be there. We'll be posting there. That Instagram is CUDENVERPOWERLIFTING. CU Denver Powerlifting. And for anything you want to know about me personally, I have my own fitness page, Eddie Lee Lifts, EDDIELEELIFTS. I post somewhat regular, I'd say like a couple times a week, photos, inspirational content, exercise tutorials, exercise guides, for just like general weight training and powerlifting stuff that I'm doing in my regular life. If you want to follow my journey to my December competition, feel free. Just give me a follow. And yeah, watch me deadlift 700 pounds in like 5 years.
Oh my God.
I'll be there one day.
You
Not
will.
now, but in a while.
You can find me pretty much anywhere. I've been posting a lot more to Twitter. So pen and pant, one word on Twitter. Not pen and paint, pen and pants. Like the pants. Like you're wearing pants.
Yes.
Pen and pants. That's it.
PENINPANT. Pen and
Yes,
pant.
pen and pant. TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, and then YouTube. It's spaced out. No, actually, they banned me. I'm just kidding.
Oh, damn it. Oh, shit. All right. No Pornhub.
All right,
They got rid of the pen and pant Pornhub official page.
Fuck.
Sad.
But thank
Really
you guys.
sad.
Thank you guys for joining me to gush about Doom Eternal.
Oh yeah, man.
Hope everybody has a good week so far.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye.